well, when I go out and I go out single, and sometimes I go out single, and I send them the music, and I send them my charts, those charts that
Sure.
They come up with a few years ago. Gordon Stoker with the Jordanaires come up with that. I send them that stuff, and they'll ask me if it's all right to use the music from that album, because it's more like stage music. It's more like it came from the stage instead of a studio,
Yeah.
And it works good for the local musicians and everything. So we're real glad that the way they can get that, it's supposed in the near future being coming out on Cracker Barrel store. There's 600 of those stores, but you can go online and go to Ernest Tubb record shops. They've always got some of them.
Yeah,
and so that's one way people can get that, and of course they can get most all my stuff just on the music websites, and called Columbia is still really good on me. Sony it is now, and they still print my stuff up really good. And I'm in the Examiner this past week. This new issue really with the stuff about the problem I had with that brand new management at the Grand Ole Opry.
Okay.
And so if you wanted to find out some more about it, I'm not supposed to talk about it much because it was a federal case and it's been settled, and we're both supposed to be nice to one another. You know what I mean?
And it's so great to see you back on the Opry.
Yeah, and I'm
often.
back on the Opry as much as I can have the time to be on there now. Things are happening like they have is putting me back in the spotlight some. So I've been working pretty hard. Like I say, I just done 2 weeks over in Ireland, and we're going back to England probably in the spring. I got a guy working on a big tour over there for me now, putting it together, and so everything like that. But I work at Grand Ole Opry all I have the time to. And so we had a good settlement. I got a settlement that puts me back on there as regular as anybody's regular,
Oh, it's fabulous. And I think probably some of my favorite songs off of that Super Friends album are the ones that you did with Connie Smith.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
I like them.
This is my lifeline. I wrote that. I had a Song of the Year in the country gospel field with that. And that's one place where they can still buy that. Is on that CD, yeah.
And I'm always second choice. Probably one of my favorite songs of yours. Probably the favorite. Especially that arrangement on that album with Alison Krauss and Connie Smith doing the background vocals.
I wrote an extra verse for "Don't Be Angry," so I'd have a little more room to be on there. And Connie came in while I was on the road and used that one. So, but I think I did have to pull me out and use me on part of the new verse. So at least I'm on there. I want everybody to know I'm on there all along.
Oh yeah, you're on.
I didn't just turn them loose and just let them sing all the songs.
No.
But I sang some. Actually, I sang some on all the songs.
And just can't say enough great things about that album. Roy Acuff, Hank Snow, a lot of the late legends.
Hank called me up and told me. He said, "I hear that Mr. Roy did your project." He said, "I'd like for you to put me down for that." So I did. And he come in and done it, and he done a great job, I thought.
And was most of this recorded in the early 90s?
You mean the project?
Yeah.
No. It was. It's only. Let me see. It's been out what? I've been messing around with it some. I've been holding on to it for one thing. That's why it's such a mystery. I don't want to hurt the feelings of no big label because I'm on one, and so maybe I'd have a little hard time answering that.
Yeah.
Probably ought to skip that because I don't want to step on no toes here.
Oh, sure.
Especially on Sony's toe.
Sure.
They like I said, they got all my stuff out on the music sites, and that's real fortunate for a fella that's been in it long as I have to have his stuff over on the websites, because the web is the new coming thing as far as selling records concerned.
Yeah, the way of the future. Well, thank you once again so much, Stonewall, for appearing here on my show. And I thought I'd mention that Stonewall is your real name. I don't know how many...
yes, it is. I was named after Thomas Jonathan Jackson. He's a general in the Civil War. I was named after his nickname, so it's my birth certificate name. My Social Security and everything's in that name. Yeah.
And you're a descendant of him, correct?
Well, yeah, and over in Ireland, that's real interesting. His descendants, boy, I heard about that aplenty while I was over there, because his descendants, they'll say there's a plaque about him just right down the road, birthplace of his daddy or something or other. Oh, that's it. You need to go out there and visit that place. But we never did get time, but maybe I'll get to when I go back the next time.
Yeah.
I'm planning on doing another trip over there next summer. And so my toes will stay warmer, you know.
Sure. Well, thank you again so much, Stonewall, for coming on here. You're a true legend. It's a great honor to have you, and I've really enjoyed myself. I know everyone listening enjoyed themselves.
Thank you, son, and good fortune on all your endeavors, okay?
Oh, thank you. And now I think we're going to hear the original Don't Be Angry.